Dear friends, welcome to Know Thyself YouTube Channel. Good morning. Hope you're all staying safe and keeping well. I sincerely thank all of you who have subscribed to this channel and follow the channel. If you find the contents of the videos uploaded in this channel useful, please subscribe to this channel and click the notification or the bell icon so that you can be notified when a video is uploaded. Kindly share the videos with others or in the internet. In today's episode of A Message to Manage Your Day, I would like to share some thoughts on the theme Attuning Yourself to Divine Plan. There is an interesting story that speaks of a man walking through the field in deep reflection on the wonders of nature. He stood in awe before a huge oak tree which had the tiny acorns or hard fruits. Turning across the fence, he saw a huge field of pumpkins, each growing on a tiny vine plant. He thought that something went wrong with the divine plan as huge pumpkins grow on the tiny vines and tiny hard fruits on the mighty oak tree. He said, if the divine plan was more reasonable, it would have seen that the pumpkins grow on the mighty oak tree and the tiny acorns grow on the tiny vine plants. Just then, there was a slight puff of wind and a tiny acorn fell from the oak tree and hit him on the crown of his head. He smiled sheepishly and said to himself, divine plan in creating pumpkins to grow on the vine and not on the oak tree was right, and that he must accept divine plan without doubting or questioning. This story beautifully shows the wisdom behind the divine plan and how human reason does not easily grasp the divine plan. Something should happen out of the way or some accident must occur. Like the tiny acorn hitting the crown of the head of the person in the story, for humans to understand the reasonableness and the wisdom of the divine plan. Just as an actor in a movie acts according to the director's plan and not in the manner he wants, so also you are called to perform the duties of your earthly existence according to the divine plan and not to satisfy your egoistical desires. Hence, your attitude towards divine plan should not be one of questioning, doubting, or cynical thinking, but one of attunement. You need to attune yourself to the divine plan in order to live your life according to the purposes of the divine. Attunement implies being open to the divine plan, knowing what it calls for, and directing your life accordingly. You can know if you are attuned to the divine plan if the attitudes given below direct your life. First, you live the spirit of non-attachment in your actions. Living the spirit of non-attachment does not mean that you work like a machine without any thought of the result to be gained from your activities. But it consists in you finding contentment and joy in working energetically for accomplishing your goal without thinking of yourself as the sole beneficiary of your actions, and without getting entangled in mundane desires, but doing what you do for divine glory and the good of others as well. Second, you live the spirit of service in your life. Living the spirit of service consists in seeking not only self-happiness, but also including happiness of other needy persons while you work on achieving your goal in life. You make service your ultimate goal while you consider the benefits from your project as the means that facilitates service. Third, you let go your ego and live by the voice of conscience. Egoistical activity is a non-activity, as it does not produce fruits that bring divine glory and benefit others. Instead, you must live by the directives of your conscience, formed by regular meditative and spiritual practices. A life lived according to rightly formed conscience will destroy your ego and make your actions honor the divine and serve the needs of others, besides helping you to live this earthly life in peace and joy. Is my attitude towards divine plan one of questioning, doubting, cynical thinking, or attunement? Do I understand what it means to attune myself to the divine plan? Do I live the spirit of non-attachment in my life? Do I live the spirit of service in my life? Is my life guided and directed by egoistic desires or the voice of a rightly formed conscience? Dear friends, an old saying reads, "Everything happens for a reason. Sometimes it hurts, sometimes it's hard, but in the end, it is all for the best." Never stop trusting the divine plan. To trust the divine plan, you must not doubt it, question it, or cynical about it. Instead, you must be attuned to it by allowing yourself to be guided by the spirit of non-attachment, spirit of service, and letting go your ego and living according to the voice of your conscience. May the divine, whose eternal plan, which includes your personal plan on earth, help you to attune yourself to his divine plan and find your personal plan in it by being open to it, knowing what it calls for, and directing your life accordingly, thereby manifest divine life and action through your everyday living. This is my wish and prayer for you, dear friends. Thank you for watching this video. Stay blessed until we see you again with another video.